Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2. And today we're going to be starting a new city, but this time with everything unlocked from the start.
My God! Okay, it's happening!
To try and find a way of exploiting our lovely citizens into giving us infinite money by holding them to ransom. And that was just a random name generated by the game. I have a feeling that's going to work out quite well. So this is Ransom Canyon. Not much of a canyon, but the idea I had is basically we want to make an area for people to live. So let's just go with something like that for now. So we'll put some high density housing like in the middle, get some medium density housing behind it, and then some lower density housing. Right, then we've got to make sure they've got like basic needs. So they're going to need electricity. So I'm thinking maybe just wind turbines. Although the trouble with wind turbines, they only make 0.6 megawatts out of 5 on this flat ground. If we come like over here, put them way up on the hill, they max out way better. So what I might do quickly, just to keep it pretty close, just use the shift terrain tool just to make a bit of a higher area. And then we can just level that out into an area to put the things on. Something like that. It's only 0.7. Oh, it isn't to do with height. It isn't to do with height. What's it to do with? Maybe we need a slope so the wind sort of goes uphill. Nope, that's not it. Fine. We'll go put them over here. I don't know why they make so much more power over here, but they're over here. So let's just do 4 for now. Connect them all together. And then I'll bring them underground over, connecting into that. Okay, so we got electricity. We then need water. So where can we get water from? I mean, the water's miles away. What about groundwater? There's some over there. They do need roads, though. I'll tell you what, I might just put some water towers in. But right, we now have water. We have electricity. We just need a place for these guys to poo. And since we built this, why not just shove it up here and then connect it like that. Okay, so we have a nice area for these guys to live. The trouble is there are no people here at the moment. So we just want to grab a road from here, bring it up like that, and nice. Okay, we have houses being built as well as flats and all sorts. We have a connection via the road, so we should have people soon. Now people, they're going to be reasonably happy living here. The thing is, there's no jobs or anything yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over this way. We're going to do another little area like that, and this is where the jobs are going to be. So we're going to have some commercial zones so people can do some shopping. Maybe some offices as well. And then we'll do some industrial at the back. However, we're not going to connect these with roads. No. Because with roads, people can just drive there. We can't really charge them just for driving. And remember, the aim of this is to make money. So what we want to do, we want to come down to our transportation tab. Oh, once we've provided these guys with power and water. Forgot about that. But we want to grab a train line. And we need to get a couple of things, I think. We need a rail yard. So we'll shove this down here in the industrial area. And then we're going to need some train stations. So there's normal train stations, medium, and small ones. Oh, there's also a nice bridge. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is put a train station here in the industrial area. And then another one up here in the housing area. Then we just want to grab a double train track, and we can literally just go from here and connect to this one. And then we connect from this train depot up to our train line. Man, there's so many trains here. But yeah, we'll just bring these up to here, turn it into a double track, and then just connect all these lines up just so all these trains can come join us. Right, then we want to use the passenger railway line tool. So what we want to do is say people living over here, they can get this train, and then they can come down and get off there. And then they can go back and boost. That is a line completed. Right, so now if we press play, there is a train coming out of this depot, and that should be our passenger train on this line, just connecting these two areas together. And the idea is we're going to have people, if they're living here, the only way they can get to work, the only job they can have is if they get our train line and come over to here. Because what that will allow us to do is increase the price of this train line. So hopefully we will take all of their money. Now, we do need to keep attracting people to our city. So we're going to have to try and make it nicer and stuff. But the other way we can do that is we can come into the taxation and we can lower the residential tax. And that should attract more and more people. And actually, something else we could do, we could probably connect to this outside train line. So people could come to our city via the outside. Let's just have a go and see if it works like that. So we'll connect to there and then connect up to there. And then can you do a train line from the edge of the map? Oh, I thought you could. Or is that's not the edge of the map. That's just the end of the train line. Hang on, let's go the other way. Yes, here we go. So we can say train line from there, come to here, and then go back out again. Nice. Okay, so we have 2 train lines. One brings people in from the outside. Oh no, what's going on with the poo here? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I think there's just not enough poo. Yeah, you can actually see it down the bottom. So it is just running down the hill. It's not flooding our train line, despite the weird sort of glistening, watery effect. I think that's just City Skylines being City Skylines. Anyway, there's another train from the depot. I think this one is going to go get people from outside the map to come move in here. Oh, there's another train behind it as well. Where are you going? So that train is going... Yeah, it's going to the edge of the map. This train is... I don't know what this train is doing. People are being attracted to our city. There's no income tax to pay. You can literally move in and live your life completely free. However, it doesn't quite work like that in this game, because if you want to live in these places, you still need to pay rent. So although there's no tax to pay, I won't be benefiting from it at all. There are still landlords that need to be paid. Hence, people still need to get to work. So we should see, yes, if we zoom in, so you can see people are stood here. The train should arrive. And here it goes. Oh my goodness. Get behind the yellow line. What are you doing, you knob? Oh wait, they're not sunglasses. I don't think she can see. Fair enough. But right, they all board the train. Don't ask how. And then the train is on its way. And we can actually click on it to see how many people have boarded. 6 passengers. Lovely. And if we come down into these lines, we can see the details. We can see what the ticket price is. So they're all paying 8 quid just to get to work. But again, they need to pay that to come back as well. So that's 16 quid per person per day. And what we will be able to do a bit later, I probably just want to set everything up first, but then we're just going to crank it as high as it will go. So for now, we've got demand for offices. Now we do have the high density ones. I think we need like educated workers and stuff for that. Now we can try high density commercial. Oh yeah, that's working. If I try high density office, no, it doesn't build. The lower density isn't either though. I'm confused. Still, the commercial ones are being built. So we just need to attract more people into our lovely, lovely British suburbia. Honestly, with no tax, I thought the demand might be a little bit higher for this. Why does anyone want to live here? Maybe it's because we don't have any services. So should we get a medical practice in? So we can shove that up there. Perhaps a park just to make people happy. So we could squeeze in like a little outdoor gym here. So once people have been to work, they can just go enjoy that. We can put a large playground in over here just for the kids. Right, so we've already attracted nearly 600 people. We're getting 300 people an hour. Let's crank up the speed a bit and see if this number keeps flying. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. But people have to travel outside for school. That is not ideal. Maybe that's why we're struggling a bit for that demand. Let's have a look at getting a school in. So we'll get an urban primary school. I mean, we could put it down here. We could also go put it over there. Because if people live here, they'll have to travel to school over this way. They'll have to pay the fee. Yes, we'll put a school down here. So all the kids, they have to get on the train and get over here. As well as all those employees. There should be 50 of them when it's maxed out. And yes, look, students are joining. Students are joining. Right, we're up to 1,000 population now. I'm honestly thinking, let's just do it. Let's crank the price. 50 quid a ticket.
Oh my.
Now, the question is that going to stop people boarding? There is a train coming. There's lots of people waiting. So let's just see as this pulls in. Is everyone going to get aboard? Oh, yes, everyone's getting aboard. Everyone is getting aboard. That is money. How many people are on there? 31 people already. People trying to get to work. Kids trying to get to school. All paying 50 quid a pop. Beautiful. Anyway, we finally have some low density demand. It looks like if you build the terrace houses, because people live in a terrace house, they don't want a big garden, apparently. So they've got all this blank space in the middle. Whereas like over here with the semi-detached houses, people have really made the most of their big gardens and borders. So I'll probably stick with the semi-detached. So we'll add like another plot there and just see what this bar does. It is going down, the old demand. We ideally want to keep some demand there all the time. Now we've got some industrial demand, so let's just pop another square of that in. The offices don't seem to be being built. I'm guessing just because we don't have like the education yet. Now assuming kids are coming to school, And yeah, look, these are kids going to school. There's 93 students. Oh my goodness. That's 1,000 quid a day in just train fares. But yeah, because this works, I think it's worth getting a secondary school in as well. So we'll shove a secondary school next to it. Oh my goodness, the secondary school's so much bigger. That can go in. Oh, annoyingly, the road is at this end. Of course it is. All that school, and they put the road at this end. Cheers. So we'll just extend the road a little bit like that. There we go. Although we don't actually have cars over here, do we? No, so probably should have been like a pedestrian-only sort of place. But yeah, a train has just gone. Look, you can see it going there. So it's just dropped off all these people. 50 quid every single one of them paid. Money at the moment, though. I mean, it's not great. I'm not going to lie. Oh, we got death. We got dying people. I forgot about that. Now, this we will want to have over this side. We want a church up here just so we can get rid of our dead. So the church can go up there. So that should send out some hearses. We can have funerals. So you don't have to be dealing with trains for that. Population, we're up to 1,500. I am thinking at some point, though, I should just cut off the road. And then everyone has to get the train here. That's 50 quid a pop every time as well. By the way, all those semi-detached houses have gone in. So I think maybe build some more. I might do some detached houses as well. Just get the poshies looked after. So they can be like maybe a nice strip up there. Decent, right? How's electricity? We're producing way more than we need. So that's good. Water producing way more than we need as well. Ooh, a bit of an issue. People are starting to park like all over the streets. Presumably so they can... Yeah. So they can get the train. Oh yes, transportation, 46 grand. Okay, that is good. But yeah, I feel like we need to double charge. If people are going to drive and then get the train, I think we need to do two things. We need to give them somewhere to park. So we sort of want the lowest upkeep for the most number of spaces possible. Maybe a multi-story. Shall we shove that in like over here? All right, that actually made everyone happy, so that's good. This can also be upgraded to add more space on the top, so we can do that if it gets too full. But I think to stop people parking on the road, to make sure they're actually using this, which does have a parking fee, we probably will max it out. But I think what we want to do is create a district. Yes, so we can just cover this entire area like that. And then if we click on this district, let's just change the name to all your money belongs to me. But then we can add a roadside parking fee. Boosh. And we can set that fee as 50 quid. So if you want to park on the road before you get on the train, 50 quid. If you want to get on the train, 50 quid. If you want to use my new multi-story parking, 50 quid. Okay, right. So this is a train returning, bringing people back from work, back from school. Let's see how many people get off. Oh yeah, reasonable. There's quite a lot of people getting on as well, and a little queue of people joining. Are people arriving by train? Oh yes, they are. Oh my goodness. So they're all new people joining the city, I imagine. Well, not really much of a city yet, but you get my point. So if we come over to this side, this is where people they'll be getting off the train to come to work and to school. Oh yeah, there's loads of them. Nice. We're up to a population of 2,000. And look, the best thing is everyone's happy because we reduced their taxes so much. They're all so happy, even though they're paying 50 quid for a train ticket. They're not happy with there's a high crime risk and unreliable internet. So they are two things we could work on. They will end up costing me money though. Yeah, look, old John Harding, he just tweeted about it. He's hating it. Okay, so looking at the costs and the upkeep, I feel like a server farm is quite expensive, but it will probably allow me to have like better jobs like for the offices. There's also a satellite uplink, but that's 160 grand a month and it costs 3.2 million, so most of my money. We could just do a telecoms tower. What's that upkeep? 12.5. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I think let's shove one of these down here. So now everyone has internet, they have TV, they should all be happy. Oh, and we have demand for some industrial. So let's just do a strip of that down there. Oh, look, someone just complained. There's no homes available. Oh, so I should probably build some more. I guess, yeah, there is demand now. Get a load of semis in. So semis there, some up that way. Oh, I've just realized, I think semi-detached, yeah, they can park on their driveway, which means they don't have to pay us. If you just do terrace housing, there's nowhere to park apart from the road. So do these all have to pay money? Oh, maybe I should be doing terrace housing. Anyway, the happiness is going up. However, high crime risk is still a serious issue here. So I think it's probably worth investing Let's get a UK police station. We'll shove that up here. So that covers all of them. It doesn't cover down here, though. I probably do need a separate police station down here, don't I? So we'll plop that in as well. Right, okay. How many people is the train bringing in from the outside? Quite good, quite good. I am wondering when it's time to disconnect the road. Just because all these people coming in, if they were coming by train, that'd be 50 quid each. Are we losing out by having this connection? Ooh, look at the demand. We've got a bit of high density on the go. So shove some semi-detached back there. But yeah, we might want to get some more high-density housing. Maybe shove that in the middle just to satisfy them. We got more jobs wanted. Do another load of industrial back this way. Some over there. The office zones still aren't being built though, and I really do not know why. I'm guessing it's the suitability in terms of employee and city service availability. Okay, so we don't have everything we need over here. We don't have it anywhere, apparently. It's all just red. What do you need for an office then? Oh, isn't it something to do because they're free to put in? They just have like loads of benefits. So like if we just build a coda park, wait, we can add a couple of these residentially things. They add well-being. And well-being should increase the land value, hopefully, of everything. We are out of electricity. What has happened? Oh, we're literally just not making enough. Okay, we need another wind turbine up here. Plop a few more down. Connect them all together. And that should be enough electricity. Yep, there we go. Oh, that is something we do need over here. Hearses, so we can bury the dead. So let's shove that down there. So that office got a nice start. Still don't think there's enough. No, it's still very red. I wonder if offices just won't grow over here because they're too far away. Or if I just try one over here. Oh no, still says no. Fair enough. Anyway, let's go have a look at our revenues. So, oh my goodness. It's the parking fees that have done it. 200 grand in parking fees. The public transport is only 19,000. Yeah, transportation, we're actually making a loss on it. But the parking is insane. And what I'm thinking, if I could get like a width that satisfies terrace housing a bit better without that horrible green in the middle. Like what if we added some more roads in a grid, but like a smaller grid, sort of like that? Could we then get the terrace housing in? Okay, yeah, more like that. That should allow us to cram way more houses in. Is there a better way of doing this? Could I add more train stations? Let me just see something. If I were to grab a small train station, let's just bung that there and put another one there and another one there. So you can see all of these are like, Matt, there's no road. What you doing? We need road. Can you just put any old road down? So if I just take the cheapest upkeep and I just go like that. That is now satisfied, right? Ooh. So then you could just do train line from there up to there. And then with the railway line tool, you can click on that one and then go to there and then back again. And that is a route. So you go from here to there. And then you go from this one to that one. And then back again. That is a route. And then you click on these. And on the trains, you increase the ticket price. So then you got 1 and then 2. And then you got another one to connect to there, another one to connect to there. So you've just you've more than doubled your income. Surely people aren't going to take that, are they? Because if they are, that is so broken and so good. Right, Ken, I may have worked out you can just do trains without any track between them. Can I still do a line from that train to that one and then back? Oh, I can. Right, so all we've got to make sure of is that we can actually connect train lines from these. Because, yeah, that's too sharp, annoyingly. From this end, can we even get back there? Because trains, they're not like roads. You need much larger radiuses. But, yeah, this will work. This will definitely work. All right, so I've got a nice little sweeping thing with a load of stations. We'll just do little gravel roads on all of these. So apparently that means they're fine, according to the game. All right, then we just got to make sure all the electricity's connected. All right, and then we just do the line tool. So we just want to go from this station up to that one and back. And the same for all of these other ones. Then when we get to the end here, we're just going to go from this one round to there and then back again. Now, my main concern with this is I won't actually have enough trains, or each one will cost me money, so I don't actually gain a benefit and profit. In theory, we should get more money, But if we don't, I completely understand. And fair play, developers. Okay, so they're all set up. All 17 lines. So many. We've then just got to make sure the ticket price is increased to 50 quid for each of them. And there's an assigned vehicle for each. I imagine loads of trains will be leaving. Yeah, look, I think all of these are leaving. They are all trains for our lines. They're going to be half in one station and half the other. Oh, yeah, look, this only has 10 trains, this rail yard. We're going to need another rail yard connected to this one. I'm guessing that's how this works. So if we just shove another one up here, make sure it has a road, and then just connect all the train lines together. Then hopefully a load of trains will come from here, join in. Yeah, look, we got a queue. We got a queue. That's good. Means I can continue raising ticket prices. And oh no, hang on. I think this train has blocked up all the other ones. Yeah, look, that train's just going forward and backwards along this line, and we can't get round it for some reason. Am I going to have to do like lines connecting everything together? These trains are too... How do I make shorter trains? All right, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The train's derailed. It's derailed. But yeah, I'm just putting in loads of options so that these trains can hopefully get to like every bit of track they need to without intercepting. So it looks like we've got a few of them lined up now. Okay, so I think we're just trying to get some trains up to this end. And down this end. So I'm thinking just do something like that. And then, yes, there's trains coming. There's trains coming. Okay, we might actually be good. All right, oh my goodness. The demand for my city is insane. Oh my goodness, look at the traffic. More terrace housing. Back here, we'll put some more high-rise. Do some medium density around here as well. People seem to want more shops. I might do some high density ones over here. Anyway, all these trains appear to be in place now. So as this last train comes, we should start moving passengers again. So let's just have a look at the old money. So on services and transportation, yeah, there's no revenue because we haven't had our trains on the track, but now there is. So I think a load of people just got on this train. And then, yeah, look, because this is the second station. Can you see there are people dotted around. So we should start seeing people board. Oh, no, they're not. I don't think they are. If the road can't have people walking down it, like a gravel road, we could just connect all these together. And that might work. We need a bridge over the top. But then people might just see that it is like a route that does lead to where they want to go. I'm guessing there's too many trains at the moment. They can't actually tell. Like, I have a feeling they think the trains don't actually go where they want it to. Right, but now there is a road that goes all the way over there. So has that changed people's opinions? No, it looks like they're all just getting the train out of the city. Oh, no. Oh, no, and people can walk along these roads. No, they've outsmarted me. Look at them all walking. And oh yeah, look, we're down to just a double arrow rather than a triple arrow. I mean, if we then suddenly did tax people as well, surely we'd be in the green, right? But yes, we've done it. We've finally broken even on the revenues. And I think we could just thank every one of these terrace houses, apart from that one, because they got a taxi. That's cheating. You can't have a taxi. But yeah, look, that's another 50 quid. Thank you. Every single one of these streets completely filled with cars. That is money. The multi-story also filled up. So whilst the trains didn't quite go to plan, look at all these people walking just to dodge a train fare, you cheapskates. At least we still managed to hold these guys to ransom. So for now, I'll say peace, love. And oh, the game literally just crashed as I was saying goodbye. Interesting. Bye.